see. Tweet. Excellent. That should let people know what's going on. Crack my bloody neck. Move OBS. Yep, that's working. DOSBox in the little corner. PDF screen there. Video camera there. And if I switch, yeah, that's so cool. So glad I got that set up. So for you guys, you should be seeing the PDF screen for Veil of Darkness. Alright. I keep hearing my cat behind me whispering. I can just hear him meowing. So I'm not wearing my wireless headphones, I'm wearing my USB ones, which are a lot more comfortable to wear for a long period of time inside, and I can actually wear them on both ears and still hear myself, since my USB ones are, my wireless ones are a lot better at sound blocking. Wait, what's my stream health doing? It's done that thing again where it's changed the resolution. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to check that setting and fix it. It's been fixed for the last couple of times. But apparently it's decided again today is going to switch it around. Alright. I don't know why it said that resolution was wrong, because I checked it and the resolution was still right. It seems to lose 2 pixels on the vertical. It warns me that it's 852 by 480 instead of 854 by 480. But OBS was still reporting 854, so I don't know why it said that this time. Hopefully it'll just not do that again. What? What do you want? You come here, you want pets? You see what I deal with? Cat's an asshole. Well, we can ignore the cat now and we can read our lovely book. Wish I had this, or I wish I had a box copy of this game. I really like it. Prelude, The Forge of the Evil Heart. So the beginning of this stream is going to be me reading a book, essentially. A hand had been nailed to the library door. It appeared gaunt and shrunken, a thing all but withered to the bone. And before it, Khan of Kasada paused. When he examined its lines in the morning air, a sharp and almost irresistible urge began to build in him. He found himself wanting to touch it, to place his own hand, fingertip to fingertip, against the decaying flesh. Let me just make this a bit small. Oh, if I make it smaller here, it makes it smaller there. Whoops. I want to make it smaller here so I can still read the chat. Cat, no! No, cat. Welcome to my life with my cat. He's an asshole. The hand was positioned so that anyone standing before the entrance could not fail to see it. Beyond this, the building itself loomed fortress-like. Its massive stones dominated the hill upon which it stood. Its columns, towers, and windows of coloured glass giving it first one aspect, then another. A man approaching the rise from one angle might perceive a stronghold, yet from another he would swear the ruins of a church were standing in his way, while from still a third an impression would come in over that this could be nothing more cheery than some vast mausoleum. And though the hand upon the door added to the building's stark character, it was not alone. High above, resting in the shadow of the battlements and confined within a cage, lay the decomposing body of a man. Its clothes were gypsy tatters, its arms, having been thrust through the bars, hung loosely before it. The hands were still clasped together. It seemed to Can that the wretch to his last must have been pleading for his life. Gazing at the corpse, Can wondered what it would be like to be trapped there, to be confined so near the remains of a man whose heart, at least once, must have beat with the same cowardly rhythm as his own. Such thoughts were not the norm for Can, but this day his heart and lungs were filled with a new energy. It was defiant and yearning. No, that's the whole manual. This is just the prelude's only a couple of pages. Like a great tide, it swept over his fears to bury them. Beneath murky waters, leaving behind a taste for forbidden things, it was willing to move him into danger. This energy. Pushing the strangeness of those thoughts aside, Can reached for the handle. He placed his hand, pale as it was, over the black iron, and felt the mysteries of the building rush out to meet him. He knew now why his brother Michael loved this place, gaining in a single touch such intimation of power held beyond these walls. Perhaps Can thought it was a power only scholars and monks might truly measure. There were no guards, and the last man to breach the sanctity of this library, to enter it without permission, smiled down at Can from the battlements. That broken-toothed grin was now the only expression the gypsy would ever bear. It was dark, and the smell of decaying books overtook the rancid scent of death from outside. Can opened the door. Its hinges protested loud. Really? What an asshole! Get off my couch! Butthead? Alright, we get back up. Can opened the door. Its hinges protested loudly against each burst of his strength. But once inside, he could hear the librarian working no more than an aisle or two away. It was dark, and the smell of decaying books... Oh, I apparently already read that. He limped forward. "Are you there?" Can asked cautiously. "Is it you?" There came a pause in the sound of books being moved along the shelves, and suddenly, as if there had been no reason to fear at all, a page turn. To fear all along, an old man came out to greet Can, moving with a vitality that belied his age, even in his grey years. That's why I couldn't be a book reader. The librarian seemed everything Can was not. Funa was large and moved with the presence of a warrior. His garments hang on him as if each tatter had occurred but recently and in the heat of battle. It's an arsehole cat. In one hand he carried a small volume bound in leather, in the other, but he had no other. His right hand had been replaced by a bit of metal some 3 years earlier, and was now a hook from which a lantern hung. "He isn't here, is he?" Can asked. He continued to look cautiously about. "Michael, I mean." Funa shook his head negatively, causing an amulet about his neck to rattle against its chain. "Our royal scholar is off putting quill to paper. The quill itself is exquisite, a divine piece inlaid with gold." This is something we need in the game. He's doing it again. "Manna, just come here if you want pat." He really wants attention right now. But he doesn't want to come to me for it. He wants me to come to him, because he's a troll. "A gift from your father, I believe. Michael is in love with it." Funa laughed. "Ah, the pity. You should have been the scholar, Can. You've the heart for it, but I suppose he's made a horseman of you." In response, Kev gave it a weak smile, fighting as best he could the urge to turn and run. But then something caught his eye, and he remembered his reason for coming. "Don't be afraid, boy. Walk like the son of our Lord. You are that, aren't you?" Funa's voice assaulted and buoyed Can's spirit all at once. "Even the master's 5th son should go where he pleases. But let's have a look at you. Haven't really seen you since you became a man. 18 now, eh?" "Is that it?" Can asked, his eyes fixed on the book in Funa's hand, on its worn cover and the rough edges of the paper within. He licked his lips. Were my messengers clear about what I wanted? "Clear enough, though I wish you'd come to me yourself. These days, even trusted servants can't be trusted. Your father's spies are everywhere. I had my own men verify the story." "Is that it?" Can repeated. "No, not this," the librarian answered. "This is a simple book of curses. Your father ordered it from the city of Cluj, and I have yet to inform him on its arrival. But what you want, that I have at my desk. Come." As Can took stride to follow, he found Funa swinging about suddenly to block his way. "But remember, Can, it's not enough for you to be the good boy. You're always that, always obeying your father and those howling brothers of yours." He's running around like a madman at the moment. Really, Manna? No! Do not jump up there. I'm gonna go grab him and pat him, because he's going crazy for attention. Oh, I get it. I get what's happened. Oh, I understand. I'll turn the lights off and you won't see him anymore. You probably will. Go on, shoot. Go on. Yeah. I shall tell you why my cat was acting insane. He had seen another kitty outside. If you want what I have to give you, you'll have to find the creature you've curled and hidden away inside you. It's time for you to be a true man. I have no beast inside, Can said honestly. Not like what you mean, Funa. I'm hollow. The big man laughed and led them deep into the building. It was difficult for Can to keep up, and when at last the light of this lantern seemed lost, he hurried along behind it into the vaulting darkness. This woman you seek to win, Funa asked. Does she mind that leg of yours? They had arrived. Deep in the recesses of the library, they stood about Funa's desk. Hang on. Come on, then. Yeah, here you go. Grab your tail. They'd been set into a small vault which served for the librarian's office. And there were iron gates for doors. It was cold, and the few candles burned at the edges of the desk, and the lantern on Funa's hook gave no heat. On one side of the desk lay a huge tome, almost hidden in the shadows, and yet it caught Can's eye immediately from what he could see. It was a thick-robed volume bound in leather, and it worked an impression on him more deeply disturbing than the hand which had been nailed to the library door. It gave the illusion that it was absorbing the light of the candles without reflecting it. Though it was all but impossible to see clearly under such circumstances, Can believed the book had been chained to Funa's desk. He had to get closer. What is that? Can could not resist asking, as he moved toward the edge of the desk. The librarian blocked his way, snuffing out those few candles nearest the volume. Nothing you want to be involved with, Funa boomed critically. Something newly arrived, coming from Cluj with a book of curses, and I haven't had time yet to take its measure. Now I ask you a question, boy. Does she mind that leg of yours? I told her I fell from a horse, Can answered, and that's true enough. Once I failed to clear a hurdle and father threw me from the saddle in a rage. But old man, you've teased me long enough. Do you have it? Yes, Can, and there are enough of these in the world. From the darkness at the foot of his desk, from some secret drawer, Funa pulled out an almost tiny book, whose golden lettering seemed to glow, adding its own light to the room. The verse of Po Chu, translated from the 9th century Chinese into Romanian love poetry. Can reached quickly for the work, but Funa pulled it aside. When Can tried again, it was with the same result. Puzzled, then thinking it a matter of the agreed-upon payment, Can reached into his belt. The purse he had tied there jingled as he loosened it. The coins within made a musical sound as they were tossed out upon the desk. Take the advice of a wise man, Funa said. Forget this woman and your schemes. You will bring only harm to yourself and her. Leave now, and word of this will never pass my lips. No! How goes it then? Funa asked. Teaching your love to read? Without answering, Can tried again for the book. Yet this time the librarian secured it within the folds of his tattered cloak. The hook and lantern moved threateningly to guard it. Fool! Boomed the big man. First make me believe she's worth the risk. I lost a hand betraying your father's interest once, and all the silver in your purse won't bring it back. There's a gypsy out front, a poor caged bird whose only daughter was burned alive on a pyre of books. I'd sold him. Now helping you win the heart of a peasant girl is treachery. Yes, it is. And if all that weren't bad enough, you've chosen, I hear, a Hungarian sweet, a descendant of Magyar dogs. Can's blood stirred. Do you deny it? His eyes flashed, yet Can's voice did not rise to anger. Instead he paused as if in thought, forming for himself the words that might break Funa's resistance. Nothing, Can said. Nothing which we had to know in this world equals the power of her beauty. She is a stem of glass, a fragile rose, a petal locked in a crystal, and all that is frail and weak, wanting in this world, can be perceived in her eyes. And when her hands arrive in mine, they come to me silent as the winter more gently than snow. I will teach her to read, to be Romanian, and to charm my father's heart. Ah, it is I who am the fool, Funar admitted, for believing such dreams and for letting you hang us all. I know you, old man, said Can. You would defy my father with your last breath. You're right. With that, Funar brought both the gold leaf volume and handed it to Can, who quickly hid the treasure within the folds of his garments. At the door of the library, Can turned back to the larger man, meeting Funar's gaze eye to eye. That book in your hand, Can said, the one of curses, will you use it against my father? No, Funar assured him. It has no power. This small one, your father bade me acquire it because of stories surrounding it. You understand how it helped one king curse his enemy, or another to see his future in the stars, but true books of power have no such tales. How do you know? But Funar only laughed and sent Can on his way. A mournful wind accompanied Can on his way to the village. After taking a horse from the stables of the keep, he rode out, as he told the stable boy, to practice for the autumn fair. There was soon to be yet another race his father would expect him to win. He passed graveyard and monastery, always keeping the library and his family's stronghold to his back. The keep, with its portcullis and many battlements, and the library, when taken together, appeared to rise above the mountain pass like sentinels. They were grey and resolute guardians of Sandrian independence, and yet what chained darkness the valley possessed seemed to be focused there, between the two of them. Elsewhere, sunlight fell as fluid as laughter, and it cheered Can greatly to reach the limits of the town. He first passed the garrison, a small stone building where the guards bowed slightly and let Can pass without question. Next came a silversmith's shop, then a tavern. Can smiled as he heard from within the strains of a bawdy drinking song. It was one his brothers had taught him. God, really, words are hard today. Harvests were in, and the streets had become thick with carts everywhere. Knots of farmers and villagers engaged one another in rounds of lively bartering. Yet as Can's mount trotted about the corner where the apothecary stood, he noticed more than a few of the faces glancing his way with suspicion. His family was not well loved, and the appearance of a prince, even the fifth and by reputation the most harmless of the 7 sons, did not go unnoticed, nor did it fail to arouse concern. In return, Can smiled. They had seen him in town, and that in itself was fit enough for his plan. Now he brought his horse about toward the crossroads and open land, slipping out through a back street where few eyes might see him pass. Barns, pitchforks, and the tents of a gypsy camp glittered in the noonday sun, but Can rode on, spurring his mount toward one of the most distant points in the valley. How many more pages is this, actually? Oh, bloody hell, it's longer than I thought. Oh, bloody heck. I thought it was only like 6 pages. I didn't realize it was half the bloody book. I think that's where we will leave it for now. I can't read all of this. My voice is going to kill me. Also, don't side with my cat. My cat's, like, dumb. He won't help you. Ah. That's probably quite loud. That's probably going to be better. It's good for my hearing, though. Gibberish by Lord Nikolai, 1562. But what? It becomes English. And if he denies the Dark Lord his place of rest, the veil of darkness shall be lifted, and the evil reign of terror shall be last come to end. Oh yeah, boy! Oh, there's the spookums in the window. Look, a spookums. It's a bat. Huh? Get spooked on. Veil of Darkness. You have flown your small cargo plane through just about everything. So a flight over the dreaded Carpathian Mountains, deep within the heart of ancient Romania, was of little concern. Yeah, that guy's got a different hair colour from my accounts. You do not even see the danger lurking within the sickly green hue of the sky, or the darkening clouds. Unfortunately, you have not gone unseen. Evil unknown to the modern day world watches from the mist-enshrined valley below. Apparently from his shirt. I point at thee. I love this music. A tingling creeps up the back of your neck as you are engulfed in a cold chill. Suddenly, all of the gauges begin to spin out of control. Struggling, you barely manage to pull your plane out of the dive. I'm bored of this channel. Find me another. Ugh. Cold's still really doing me a bloody number. Windshield and engine hopelessly destroyed by the sinister bats, your plane careens out of control. As you brace for the inevitable crash, you attempt to regain some control of your plane. That face. Amazed that you are still alive, you stagger from the wreckage. The last of your strength wanes as you fall to the earth, unconscious, helpless, as unknown hands reach out to grasp you. Oh no! A shadow beckons and is quickly joined by another. Together they descend into the village below as the day gives way to night and the fog closes in. I don't actually remember who those two are. I'll have to find out. You awaken. Hey, pretty lady. Ah, my head. I feel like I was slammed by a speeding truck. Phew, I'm a little dizzy too. Perhaps you should lie back down. Father said it's a miracle that you're even alive. Nah, I'll be alright. Hey, he's Australian. So, who are you? And where the hell am I? The last thing I remember... Father will explain everything. He asked to see you as soon as you regained consciousness. As for my name, it's Deidre. And you are? I am Darth. My name's Darth, of the helmet. I guess you should take me to your father. We don't want to keep him waiting, do we? Father wishes to speak to you alone, so you'd better go by yourself. I'll stay here and tidy up a bit, for this game has not AI for me to follow you. You can find Father in his study. Just go down the stairs in the hall, through the first door to your right, and enter the room straight across from the first floor hall. Alright, so go down the stairs in the hall, through the first door on my right, and enter the room straight across. Alright. Thanks, I'm sure I'll find my way. I bet I won't. Maybe after I get some answers, we'll have a chance to talk some more. I would like that, but knowing Father, he'll leave you little time to flirt with his only daughter. Ho ho! You have challenged me. So this game's interface is this, which I find really cool. The way it pushes the background. Though I didn't get to pick my combat, so I'm not sure what I'm on. Hopefully I'm on simplified. Game options. Combat magnify? Having dropped automatically off the normal mode for play, turning on will make dropped objects larger for easier play. Turn it off. You may turn it on or turn. I'm gonna turn that on, thank you. Make it a bit easier. Or battle text. We might want to do... Can I restart the game so I can pick my difficulty? Because I really want to make sure I'm on the right difficulty. I don't want to be on the hard one. I want to start. Alright, so difficulty settings is full, simplified, and easy. Easy means you have more chance to hit and you do more damage. And there's less chance of you being hit and you take less damage. And then like they get progressively harder. I think on full, like it's really weighted against you. Bloody hell. And it might also have something to do with the healing. I can't remember that off the top of my head. Let's skip through all this though. We already read what this says. Right. I can also use my arrow keys to do that. I feel like I need some more cycles though. No, that hasn't really changed it. Go back to 10,000 then, so I'm not overcycling it. Just drop it a bit. That's probably better. Alright, let's talk some more to Deidre. You had better not keep Father waiting. He's most anxious to talk to you. Oh, well I guess I'm not going to talk to you then. I'll be back. If I remember right, like nearly every one of these doors is locked. Hello, game player. From time to time, there will be doors behind which there is nothing important. In that case, I will print the message, there is nothing important behind this door. So that you know you do not need to figure out how to get past the door. Enjoy Veil of Darkness. So if you run into a door, and it just says there's nothing important behind this door, you can just safely ignore it. It doesn't count. So that one's locked. So that one actually has something behind it. Yeah, so far the only two doors... Oh, this one's... Ooh. Secrets revealed! Ooh, can I go further down here? I haven't gone this way before. Hopefully there's no monsters down here, because I don't have a weapon yet. There are coins. Oh, I do have a weapon, actually. Hang on. Put that there. Put that in my right hand. There we go. Coins are important. But I really need a bag to put them away. Alright, that door's locked. Alright, so we're on the first floor. Nothing important behind those doors. I mean, there's a room here, but I don't think there's anything important in this room. This room also is not important. Ah. I see that you're alive, Mr. Christopher Grug. Will be most pleased. Christopher? I have no idea how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. So I've heard. I believe he's waiting for me. Yes, he is. So please don't keep him waiting, Mr. Yep. He's a very busy man. Right, this will be that hallway again. Yep. This house is kind of laid out a bit weirdly. And there he is. I see that you're alive and well. When the metal beast fell from the sky, Deirdre and my servant Ivan went to investigate. I must say they were stunned when you stumbled from the wreckage. Metal beast? Haven't you ever heard of an airplane? Airplane? No, I haven't, nor have I ever seen such a machine. You will find this valley is somewhat behind the times, good sir. We have never seen this thing you call an airplane. Please don't call me that. I never liked it when people called me sir. My name's Darth. Forgive my lack of manners. My name's Kirill. Airplane. I would appreciate it if someone could show me where I crashed. I would like to take a look at my plane. In time, Darth, you have my promise that I'll try to help you in any way possible. But for now, you could use some rest, and a few more days won't make a difference. I'll make sure you're suitably taken care of. In the meantime, I would be so bold as to ask a small favor of you. How could I say no? Your daughter quite possibly saved my life. What do you want me to do? Some time ago, I lent a fine carpenter's hammer to a fellow villager. Good tools are hard to come by in the valley, and Edward hasn't made an effort to return the hammer to me. Could you go to him and get the tool? I would ask Ivan to do this, but there are many more important duties to which he must attend, like standing in a hallway. That's all you want me to do? Get you back your hammer? That's all, and don't let Edward give you a hard time. He can be feisty at times. Come back when you've got this hammer, and then we'll talk some more. Oh, by the way, before I forget, be sure to ask Ivan for some coins, and if it interests you, there's a tavern in the village. Feel free to use the coins as you wish. Alright, so... Ivan, pay up, bro. Kirill is in the study if you wish to speak to him. Yes, I've done that. I shall ask you for coins. Hey, Ivan, Kirill told me to ask you for some money. Yes, I know. Here are the coins I was asked to give you. Make sure you spend them well, stranger. Lighten up, Kirill. Told me I could spend the coins whatever I want. That may be true. Nevertheless, spend the coins wisely. Yes, I believe there's a limited amount of coins in the game, so you probably do want to spend them wisely. I believe I have to put this... Oh, no, pick that back up. That's mine. Put that in the hand. Yeah, there we go. Now I can look inside the bag. I love how big this bag is, by the way. Like, that's huge. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins. The bag's that big. And it can only hold 12. Must be big coins. Wonder if I can flirt with the daughter. She would tell me to bugger off and see her dad first, but I've done that. Hello. You had better not keep father waiting. Ah. No daughter flirting yet. Then I'll have to wait. My voice is so crackly and down-pitched from the cold. Sounds like Twisted Christmas music. So this is Kirill's house. This is the tavern. I believe this is the general store or the apothecary. I know for a fact this is the carpenter's house. I'm not sure what those houses are. He did recommend we go to the tavern, or at least we go there, so we might as well stop on over to the tavern. There's a pretty lady at the bar. There's a dude and some more dudes and a bunch of darts, which I think you can take and play with, if I remember right. I have to put it in my hand. Apparently I'm going to take all the darts. Come on, turn fully that way. There we go. Hiya! They're not that effective. I'm just going to leave them there. I don't really need 3 darts. Did you hear? They still can't find Edward's body. Why, with all that blood in the library, I bet it was the werewolf that got him. We haven't gone there yet, so we don't know that, but yeah. If it was the werewolf, I wonder how it got into the house. I believe that's her down there. Who cares what got him? Edward was a mighty strange fellow, and he didn't care one bit about his fellow man. So that's the 3 of them. If it was the werewolf, don't you think that there would be something left behind? I mean, the werebeast didn't eat cloth and bone. Who cares? The man is dead and gone. Let's hope that whatever got him doesn't get one of us. Alright, so they're just going to cycle through that again. If I remember right, these 3 sort of, as events happen in the game, they will tell you new things. Why, hello there. I'm Seth, darling. Could you please come here a moment? I need a light. Sophia, can't you see that I'm talking to this man? I'll be over in a minute. You don't smoke, do you? If you need a light, just let me know. Personally, I don't like tobacco, but I do occasionally succumb to the pipe. I mean, a pipe is filled with tobacco. So, unless he means weed. Oh well, patience, dear Sophia, patience. Anyway, I'm Seth the barkeep. Can I get you anything? An ale, some food, or wine perhaps? It's good to meet you, Seth. My name's Darth. Wait a minute, I don't remember seeing you in here before. You're not the guy that, came from that thing that fell out of the sky, are you? Yes? Well, I guess he doesn't understand yes. Are you just a barkeep, or do you own this place? The place is mine. It was passed on to me by my father. If I'm right, I think the tavern's been owned by my family for several generations. I hope you're right about that, mate. It's not a bad way to make a living, you know. Actually, about the only thing I like better is collecting things. Like my cups, for example. You won't find a finer set in all the known world. Look at them, especially the gold goblet. You'll never see another one like it. Yes, that goblet of yours is a very nice cup, but I bet it's worth a good bit. Why, thank you. It's my finest, my pride and joy. I'm just aching to drink from such a fine cup. Of course, I'd never do such a thing unless I had the finest vintage. Only the best for such a fine goblet, eh? Actually, I should have asked him one more thing. It's good to see you again. Better watch out, or you might just become a regular here at the Seven Head. Alright, you're a talkative barkeep, yeah. Do you have matches? Okay, a light then. Can I have a light? A light, but you don't have a pipe, so why would I give you a light? Matches are pretty scarce around here, you know. But Seth, I don't have a pipe because I don't smoke. You don't? You should really get yourself a pipe. I would if I were you. I guess we're getting a pipe at some point then. Hello there. Why don't you pull up a seat? We'll talk for a while. My name's Sophia. I played Conan Iceman. I know what a bar woman does. Gets you drunk, and then you puke, and you fail the game. Do you want a drink? Thanks, Sophia, but not now. I'd like to, but I've got some things I've got to take care of. If you change your mind, you know where I'll be. Oh, I can just go into his back room. I didn't know that. Oh, actually, before I start exploring, I should save. Because I don't want to die or get injured too much while I'm just wandering the town. Okay, upstairs. I suppose maybe these might be like bedrooms you can hire. It's funny that to get to like a bedroom you might have rented, that you would have to walk up through his storeroom or trash room, whatever the hell that room was. He's got a cobweb over here as well. Seth, you better get up here and do some cleaning, mate. Nope. So there's a bloody peek hole in the wall there. Alright, there's nothing important up here at the moment. I'm pretty sure there is later on, though. I did do a Let's Play of this game a long time ago on my channel. So I have a general gist of what needs to be done. Even if I don't know all of the solutions anymore. Why don't I talk to Seth about werewolves? I think you are the werewolf. Sorry, my friend, but I'm nothing more than a simple bartender. Alright, so you can yell werewolf at people and accuse them of being the town's werewolf. I know who the werewolf is, so it's not him, obviously. This is the apothecary then. Hello, I'm Annabelle. Hello, Annabelle, my name's Darth. I hope you didn't come here to buy something. You sort of caught me at a bad time. I haven't had much of a chance to get out and pick many herbs. Of course, I do have some fennel seeds. I'd sell you for a silver piece. And if by chance you have something I might want to buy, tell me what it is. Fennel seeds? Is there a reason why I'd want to buy fennel seeds? I don't know. The seeds have several different properties, so I'm sure you could find a use for them. Do you want to buy them? I don't really. Are you the werewolf? I think you are the werewolf! Come now, do you really think that I'm a werewolf? Well, if you do, I hate to disappoint you, because I'm nothing more than an apothecary. Oh. Can you tell me about herbs? No? Plants? Pick? Alright. Wait, the other kind of buy. So these are places you can spend your silver coinage. Oh, I can get in the back of this guy's house as well. You think he'd be angry? I just like walked past him. He's like trying to shop. He's trying to sell stuff. And I'm just like, bye. Who are you? Did John let you up here? He didn't actually. I told him to keep people away. I don't want anybody seeing my poor Natalia like this. Natalia, is that the little girl's name? If she's sick, maybe I can help her. Help her? No one can help her now. Can't you see she's dying? Natalia is going mad. She's all I've got and I can't lose her. Not after I've lost her father. But I can't help her. There's no cure for the madness. Oh, how I've tried. Don't lose hope. If there's a way to heal Natalia, I'll find it. I promise. I don't know who you are. Thank you for your concern. But would you please leave? I want to be alone with my little girl. Oh, I suppose. Can I talk to her? Please, no. Mama, help me, Mama, They're going to, Mama, they want to take me away. No, please, no. Papa. Right, have fun with that. That ain't my problem. See you later. Oh, better go this way, actually. I don't know if I'd fit around the back there. They're like the little Resident Evil, like, walk downstairs symbols. Symbols? Like videos, I should say. Good day to you, sir. If you're interested in buying something, please tell me what it is and I will let you know if I have it. You might be interested to know that I've got a fine oil lamp for sale. Did you want to buy it for a silver coin? I probably do. Please don't call me that. I never liked it when people called me sir. My name's Darth. My name's John. And are you sure you're not interested in buying anything in particular? If so, just let me know what it is you would like to purchase. I'm sure I have something that you might want to buy. I do want the oil lamp. Thank you for your business. If there's anything else you would like to buy, just let me know. Do you have a shovel? Sorry, I don't have a shovel I can sell you. Alright. I'm pretty sure you find out other things later on. You come back to him and you're like, do you have one of these? And he's like, yeah, I have one of them. Save the game again. Oh, the Spookums music is so Spookums. Oh, hello. You're the man who Georgie? I think that's just Georgie, was talking about. He said you were a monster, but you're just a man. I think the monster that Georgie was talking about is my plane. Plane? I've never heard of one. Are you sure it isn't a monster like the werewolf that attacked Mother? Maybe you can show me this plane if it's alright with my dad. I don't think that's a good idea right now. Maybe some other time before I leave this place. You're just like Dad. He never lets me do anything. All he ever wants to do is show me how to make candles. I don't care about candles. I want to see the thing that fell from the sky. Right. You're a shit kid and I hate you. Hope you die. So apparently this is a candle maker downstairs. Alright, he's not here though. He must be in his back room. Here he is. Hello, my name's Josep. Josep? I don't recall seeing you before. You wouldn't be the stranger that everyone's talking about, the Outlander that fell from the sky. Outlander? I guess I've been called worse. My name's Darth. My son Anton heard Georgie talking about you in John's storehouse the other day. Must have been knocked out for a while then. I must say the nature of this valley has worked its way into my son's imagination. He said you're more bird than man, covered in glistening scales of steel and armed with long sharp talons. I hope the madness doesn't touch Anton. Ever since my wife's death, he's had such terrible nightmares. And now I find him describing you as some kind of beast. I'm sorry to hear about your wife, and I wouldn't worry about Anton. I think he heard of my plane. That is quite alright. Death is an ever-present companion in this place. I've learned to accept the fact that my wife, like so many here, met a most untimely death. Anton and I live here alone. I've managed to make a modest living as a candle maker. There's always a need for a light in a place as dark as the valley. Do you mind if I talk to your son? I mean, I've already done it, but I'll ask now, eh? No, go right ahead. You'll find him in his bedroom. Though I would ask you to try and remember not to mention anything about Natalia. She's a good friend of his, one who is very sick and dying. Now I'm tempted to run up and go tell her about Natalia. Did you say that you're a candle maker? Yes, I did. I'm also the only one you'll find. I hope to pass the skill onto my son before I pass away. Candles are normally 1 silver piece each, but these candles aren't ready for sale yet. If you come back later, I'll have some to sell you. Natalia? I don't think that's how he spelled it. Natalia. Natalia. Nope. I'm 100% want to run up here and tell it to the kid. You're like, hey, did you hear about your friend that's dying? I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that. With your dying friend. I'm sure she'll be fine. Wait, you. Natalia. Anton, your father tells me you have a very good friend who is sick. Natalia. Dad doesn't think I know she's going to die. I'm not stupid. I've seen others that had the madness and they all died. He won't even let me go see her. No one said you're stupid, Anton, but you should realize there's always a chance that Natalia may live. I know, but I still wish Dad would let me see her. I'm just glad that Natalia agreed to swap locks of hair before she went mad. At least I'll have something to remember her by if she dies. Oh ho! Maybe your dad doesn't want you to see her because he's afraid you'll get the madness. The madness! You can't catch the madness. It's not like a cold. Dad says it's the Pale Prince's evil soul reaching out and touching his children, the people in the valley. Dad says we're all forsaken, lost to the rest of the world. Show? Oh, that's about the plane. I'm glad you'll have something to remember her by. Can I have the hair? Me too. Give hair. Give hair. I didn't spell hair right. I'm pretty sure I need to find that lock of hair. Are you hiding it? I want it. Is it in here? No. I think later on I'll need to ask for the locket hair. Like, give me that back. I need to go use it in an evil potion. The door is locked. Oh no! Blood! Torn fabric. I think if I press it on here I get to... No, wait. I thought you could look at things. No, I guess it's just down the bottom. It just says torn fabric. I wonder where we could go. I just need to turn off the audio for 1 second. Ah, that's better. Had to clear out my nostrils. That's what you get at the end of a cold. Alright. Da-da-da! Secrets revealed. Alright, give me your coins. And your hammer. Put them in there. Alright, so we've got a bloody hammer. Which is what we were told to get. I don't think there's anything else to take. We can just walk on Edward's body a bit. Just to remind him that we're the boss. Yeah, take that, Edward. And we stole his money, too. So apparently the people of this town knew that he was injured and dead, but didn't know that there was a secret bookcase in his house. They're not the smartest people in the world. You found it. You found the bloody hammer, or as it is said, a bloody tool most foul. My thanks, Darth. I'll give the hammer to Ivan once we have finished talking. Oh, can it be? Salvation? For a moment I doubted you. Coincidence, I thought, but now I'm sure you're the one. If it wasn't you, the hammer would never have been found, for we are dumb. Oh, I found the hammer all right, and good old Edward is dead. Dead, 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 and you're probably all crazy. Correct. No, Darth, not crazy. Well, at least not all of us. Cursed is what we are, and so it seems are you, and all who find themselves in this valley of darkness are trapped by the evil of this land. But you, my friend, represent hope. Hope for us all. You can deliver us from Can's evil embrace, as we can be free to leave this valley. So that was the character in the prelude. I think you've got the wrong guy. I'm out of here, with or without your help. I don't think so, Darth, but go ahead and try like the others. Throughout the ages, many Outlanders have been drawn into the valley, but not one soul has ever left. The mountains are high and offer no passage, and those that attempt to leave go mad, or are slain by creatures of the night. And I haven't mistaken you for someone else. There are many things in the prophecy that I don't understand, but the first few lines are clear. You are the one, and you will not escape until Can is destroyed. So Can is someone important. This Can, who is he? Can, the very name stings my tongue. He was once a man, but now he's no more than a monster, a vampire, a creature that lives by drinking the blood of others. He's old, and very powerful. Take these, they're pages from an old book that chronicles the history of the valley and of Can. Read the pages when you have time. The story is much too long to tell. I believe that's the manual prelude. I promise nothing. I plan on leaving as soon as I get the chance. If that means fulfilling this prophecy, then I guess that's what I'll do. As you wish, Darth, but I think you'll find there is no other way. I want you to know that I will offer you any help that you need. You may come and go from my mansion as you please. You want me to believe that I'm the one mentioned in this prophecy of yours? Take the prophecy, Darth. Read the beginning verses. Even you cannot argue with me. It's clear that you're the one. I have studied that piece of parchment all my life, and I can learn no more. He's not very smart. It's up to you to bring down the Dark Lord. And if you want to leave this valley like the rest of us, that's exactly what you'll do. Alright. Yeah, so this is the story in the manual. Forge of an Evil Heart. Don't need that. Go away. No, go away. Don't want it. Let's take out my inventory. Alright, so this is the grand prophecy that he can't understand. So from the ever dark sky shall he descend in a bird of steel. Salvation for those who have been unrighteously damned. So that's because we crashed in our plane. He shall deny the part he is destined to play. We did deny it. Until he finds a bloody tool most foul. We found the bloody hammer. So these sort of like list the goals we've got. And I'm pretty sure they're in order. Like you kind of got to do them in the right order. So the next one is, he must free a man cursed for curiosity's sake. And dispel one dead but forced to serve. And the next one is healing Natalia. I'm glad you returned, Darth. There are other things I'd like to discuss, but first I must thank you once more for finding the hammer. Alright, we're already, Could you tell us about Cursed? No. About can. Right, I don't think he's going to tell me where that stuff is. I think we learned where the plane crashed from the people in the inn. Let's see if we can talk to the daughter again. Maybe she's less insane. Hello, I was afraid we wouldn't get a chance to talk. Did everything go well with Father? Did it go well? I'm not so sure. This is all like a dream from what your father told me. I guess I'm stuck here. We all are, Darth. This place is a nightmare for all of us. I'm lucky to have a man like my father. He has enough power and money to protect us from a lot of the dangers. Well, if I can help it, this nightmare is going to end soon. Here, I would like you to have this. Father would read stories to me when I was young, and the princess always gave the champion knight her scarf as a token of good luck. Hoi hoi. Thank you, Deirdre. You know, when this is all over, and we're all far away from here, maybe you and I can, you know, become friends, because we only just met, and it'd be weird for us to start having romantic feelings for each other. See more of each other? I would really like that, Darth. Let us hope that day will come. And I think your father is lucky to have such a lovely daughter. You flatter me, Darth. Actually, I think it is Father and I who are lucky because you'll free us. I just know you will. And when we have finally gone from this terrible place, maybe Father will let us break open a bottle of that wine he prizes so much, and we can celebrate. What wine are you talking about, Deirdre? Father has the finest wine collection in the valley. There's a wine cellar in the basement, but he always keeps it under lock and key. Alright, so let's go talk to him about that. I'm pretty sure we have to break into that from outside through a cavern system. Right, you. Wine. Wine's... No. Do you know where I might find some wine? If you want a glass of wine, go to the Severed Head. If you type too fast, it misses some of the letters. It's not the best system. But yeah, so you get the underlined words that you can click on. But you also get words you're supposed to type in. But they're normally mentioned by other people, so it's not just a random word. Also, the chat's not moving, so I assume that no one's talking, not that it's freaked out. Hey, has anybody seen Boris in here lately? No, I haven't. Come to think of it, I wonder what the farmer's been up to. It's about time to harvest the rest of his crops. He's probably hard at work in the fields. Well, that explains it. I might have to pay him a visit. I've been to his farm a few times. It's not far from the village, and his wife Sylvia makes a mean beef stew. I don't mean to interrupt, but could you tell me how to get to this farm? Sure, stranger. Boris and Sylvia's farm is basically west of here. Go west and a little bit south. You can't miss it. Try some of the stew if you stop by. Like I said, Sylvia makes a mean beef stew. Is that all your pea-sized brain can think of, Georgie? Food? Right. But that does give us our map. I mean, that's not a little bit south. That's a lot south. It's quite a lot west as well. Oh, the fat farmer's tired. Let's save again. We're not in the town, but we might as well save that. Boy, don't anyone teach you to knock before you enter? Something like this could get a stranger like you killed. Sorry about that. I would have knocked, but your door was open and... No need to be hammering me with apologies and all. Forget about it. Just be thankful I'm not like others around these parts, or for that matter, you're darn lucky you didn't come in through the back door. My wife Sylvia would have skinned you alive with that butcher knife of hers. That woman's always chopping something up. Come to think of it, I'm lucky a finger or two of mine hasn't found its way into that cooking pot. My name's Darth. I'm the one that crashed the other day. So you're the one I've been hearing about. I've been meaning to head out and take a look at the metal beast myself. Too many wolves near the crash though. Far more than there should be in this close to the village. Could you give me an idea of where I crashed? I'd like to take a look at my plane. Plane? Is that what you call that thing? The way it fell from the sky, I reckon it probably fell into my fields to the northeast of here. Come to think of it, I'm darn glad I've already stripped the fields out that way. You could have destroyed my entire sneezewort crop, I'll have you know. Sneezewort. I don't even know what sneezewort is. Besides, if you already stripped the fields, then I didn't hurt anything. Well, that's what he said. I wasn't accusing you of destroying anything. I mean, literally, I said thank you for not. Sylvia doesn't like this stuff anyway. She thinks I should be planting garlic or onions out that way. I keep trying to tell her that garlic don't grow around here, and as far as onions concerned, I don't like them. Do you have a barn? I'm pretty sure he does. Oh. I'm not going to talk to her for it. No, I don't want to talk. No! Nope, no weapons back here. Pretty sure you can get a pitchfork. Alright, we're going to save. Game saved. Excellent. So this is Sylvia. I thought I heard someone come into the house. Boris didn't talk your ear off, did he? That husband of mine should spend less time yapping and more time working. Here I am cooking his food, and what's he doing? Sitting and yapping to some stranger. Boris is reading a book. Sorry to disturb you. I think I'll be on my way. Reading, did you say? Boris is reading? Well, thank goodness he isn't sleeping. Still, I keep telling him there's plenty of work to be done in the barn, but he just doesn't listen. You mentioned a barn. I didn't see one on my way to the house. It's out back behind the house. Oh geez, there are rats that you're cutting up. What do you mean you're cooking his food? You like him too? The critters can be hard to catch. They're very clever, you know. They make a fine stew. At times the flesh can be a little tough. Oh, I think I'm going to get sick. And you have to make sure you cut off their hairless little tails. They can get stuck in your throat if you're not careful. I don't want Boris choking to death. So that's Sylvia. She's lovely. Gonna save again for no reason. Actually, hang on. Stew? No. Beef? Stew? Oh. I was hoping to try her mean beef stew. I wonder what happens if I yell the word werewolf at her. I think you are the werewolf. So you know my secret? I can feel the hunger. I will relish tearing you apart, stranger. And what I don't devour, I'll feed to the worms of the earth. Ah! Stab! 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 Ah! You're not meant to know who the werewolf is yet, obviously. Rest in peace, an outsider who failed to pierce the veil of darkness. I think something else tells you later on that she's the werewolf. You get hints about who it must be. And in this case, I don't have a weapon strong enough to fight her. And now our head's stuck to the wall. So that's nice. I mean, there's a reason why I saved. I knew what was going to happen. But yeah, you're not meant to call out the werewolf till much later in the game when you've got better weapons and you can fight the werewolf. No, there's nothing back here. So we got the barn, a farmhouse, a barn, and the crash site. How we didn't notice this when we walked up, I don't know. Let's go to the barn. For the barn has another weapon. So if I look at the dagger, can do 10 damage points. Pick up this though. Can do 60 damage points. There we go. Well, I'll put this in the other hand actually. There we go. Dual wielding, baby! Yeah. Obviously, the pitchfork takes a lot longer to come back than what the little dagger does. Can I kill the pig? Yeah. Aren't we the violent one? Well, apparently not. Here we're going to run into our first combat of the game. And on the full difficulty, I died doing this more than once. Cowberry plant. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what that's for. Yeah, wolf! Yeah! Yeah! Alright, I killed one. I've killed one wolf. No, come back, wolf. Yeah! Well, apparently that wolf decided to keep on going somewhere. Splat! 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 Excellent. Splat! Oh, no, don't hurt me! No, wolf, that's mean. Don't hurt me. Yeah, take that, 3 wolves. So I only lost a very tiny amount of health. So that's not too bad. Can I take more cowberry plants? I think I can sell the cowberry plants to the apothecary. Hey, buddy, over here! I don't talk to trees. That's stupid. So this is where our plane crashed, but our plane isn't here anymore. It looks like it's been dragged off that way. I thought I would never see another living soul. May the Dark One rot for this. I want my body back. You gotta help me, please. You have to find a way. Oh, please, the spiders, they're all over me. I can feel them crawling. Help you? How? How did this happen to you? I love that face. Ah! I come to see the thing that fell from the sky. I was hiding among the trees when Can's dead ones came and took away the bird of iron. I was terrified. The dead ones craved the flesh of the living. They heard me somehow. I must have stepped on a twig or something. They came for me. I wanted to run, but I was paralyzed. That's when he appeared. He did this to me and dragged away the iron bird. My plane. They dragged away my plane? In which direction did they take it? I don't see any tracks. Oh, no, you don't. You help me first. Then I'll tell you where they took this thing you call a plane. I want my body back. I mean, rightfully so. Do you know where the church is? No. How about your body? No. Yeah, I don't know how to help you. I'm leaving. Bye. Have fun. Have fun being here forever. I'm not helping you. Obviously, I do have to help him. He's the one that was cursed for curiosity's sake. I like the pitchfork animation. It's like a little ah. To these guys. Oh, there's someone else here now. He's mad, I'm telling you. Let's just be thankful he never leaves that monastery of his. Who cares? More than half the people in this hellish valley are mad. Besides, how do you know he's mad? Have you ever gone to the monastery yourself? I have. It's to the northwest of here. Oh, come on, Julie... Julio? You've never been to the monastery? Yes, I have been. Claudia, I needed the monk's blessing, and before you ask why, it's none of your business. So are the rumors true that he's the only monk left? All of the monks, except for the one Claudia thinks is mad, are supposed to have died mysterious deaths over the years. I don't know if the rumors are true or not, but I only saw one monk when I was there. Can you give me a match for my... Oh no, I think I know where I need to get a pipe from. Don't you worry, I'll be back for a match in a second, mate. Who are you? Is there a special tune you would like to hear? I can play anything you wish, and I assure you, you won't find a finer minstrel in all your travels. No offense, but I doubt that you can play anything I would like to hear. I'm hurt, my friend. Do you doubt Jacques' talent? Why not? Not only am I the most talented minstrel you'll ever play, but you'll find no musician with a finer instrument. Do you play here all the time, sir? Please, my name is Jacques. I just arrived a short bit ago. I'm traveling man, you see. My travels only bring me to this village once in a great while. Seth is kind enough to give me room and board, and in return, I agree to entertain his customers. I never was a big fan of the violin, or the fiddle. This is no simple violin, my friend. I dare say it's probably the finest crafted instrument in the known world. A long time ago, it belonged to another fine musician by the name of Christian. I was fortunate enough to chance upon the violin myself. Alright, so that's a violin I clearly want at some point. I believe Kirill will give us a pipe if we ask for one in a polite enough tone. Right, there he is. You! Pipe. Kirill, can I borrow one of your pipes? I suppose so, Darth. You may have this one. It is not one of my favorites. Alright. Goodbye. I believe this... Yeah, this has 4 things in it. And that is going to get us a match. And a match can light our lantern. And our lantern is going to do something. Something very important for what's going to happen soon. For solving this bit of the prophecy that we're on. Right, you, Seth, give me a light. Oh. Thanks, Seth, but I don't smoke. Seth, you lazy bartender, didn't you hear me? I need another draught of ale. I'm coming, Julie. That's a really weird name. Just give me a second. Sorry about that, Darth. Here's a match if you want to light your pipe. If you don't get Julio another ale, he'll never shut up. Alright, so we got our match now. Let's put our match inside the box. And let's go ask the apothecary about cowberry. And maybe sneezewort? Maybe she'll tell us about sneezewort. And why Sylvia doesn't like it. Oi, you. Cowberry. Would you like to buy some cowberries? I'll give you a silver piece for each cowberry plant you want to sell me. But I want you to know I won't sell back what I buy. Do you want to sell me a cowberry plant? Yes. Thank you very much. You saved me the time it would have taken to pick the stuff myself. Here's your silver piece. Yep. And a third one, yep. Can you tell me about sneezewort? I don't even know if that's a real thing. I bet you it's not. Do you know what sneezewort is good for? Sneezewort. Boris grows some in one of his smaller fields. I don't know why, though. Sneezewort is a pretty plant, but there's not much you can do with it. Alright. I was hoping she'd be like, yes, werewolves hate it. So we got a full 12 coins now. So we're pretty rich. I want to see if this guy has a rope. Do you have a rope, my friend? I don't have any rope. What a prick. We need to go to the monastery. Obviously. Let us save. There we go. Welcome. It has been some time since we last had a visitor. All are welcome here. Have you need of my services? No matter if not. Know that you are welcome and that you may go where you please. If you have need of me or my brothers, simply ask. What kind of services are you talking about? There are many, my friend. For a donation, I can give you a vial of holy water. I can also impart a blessing upon certain items. I do believe at one time that I might have been able to resurrect the dead. What would I want with holy water anyway? Vampires, it is their undoing, that's why. And they are everywhere, the lesser vampires, that is. Men and women who hunt in the dark hours, seeking a throat to rip and tear. Drinking their victims' warm and salty blood. These vile creatures have a single weakness, and it is the holy water. Do you wish to donate a silver coin in return for a vial of holy water? I probably will later, but not now. You're not here alone? Where are the other brothers? Alone? By all means no. There are far too many things to which we must attend. Why, some of the brothers are here right now. Can't you see them? They see you. Isn't that right, Brother Leon? Can you bless any of the items I have? And I suppose you'll want a donation. Greed is a trait not tolerated among the Brotherhood, my friend. Blessings are free. It is my duty to perform these for all who ask. But you don't have anything which my blessings will affect. You may return, and if you have something to bless, I will do so. Yeah, it was my avatar for a long time, was the brown-haired one. I think it was Rizolka who changed it for me. Because it does kind of look like me. Well, at least when I had less weight on my face. Come on, you mean to tell me that at one time you could raise somebody from the dead? I probably still could if I had the cup of life. The ritual has been taught to each generation of monks, and it's fairly simple. If I remember, it does require the ashes of the one you wish to resurrect, which usually means the body must be burned. The ashes are then placed within the golden vessel, the cup of life, while a monk speaks the words of resurrection. If there's something you want resurrected, find the cup, and I'll perform the ritual for a donation of 3 silver pieces. Do you have any idea what happened to the cup of life? I believe it was stolen sometime during the 18th century. That's a long time ago, so who knows how many hands it has passed through since then. If I recall, it was more of a golden chalice than a cup. Hint, hint. The Brotherhood spent many years trying to recover it, but they never succeeded. After a time, the loss of the cup was simply forgotten. I am no miracle worker, my friend. Literally going to raise the dead. That's a miracle. I told you I need the lost cup of life and someone's ashes to perform the ritual of resurrection. And don't forget the donation of 3 silver coins. Alright. So I think he is batshit insane, because he thinks there's other monks in this room with us. But he seems like a nice guy. So clearly we need to get the chalice from the inn, which means we need to get wine from Kirill's basement. And we also need the ashes of the person we want to resurrect. And I'll let you wonder why I got a match and an oil lantern. And what I'm going to do with those things. Music in this game is so good. Ah. Oh, you startled me. It's the golden quill from the book. The Nameless One rarely has visitors, and even when he does, they seldom make their way to my quarters. The monk? Is he the Nameless One you're talking about? Yes, I've been here for several years, but during that time he's never told me his name. Oh, I've asked him enough times, but he simply ignores me. I don't see him very often, and I find it hard to leave this desk when my hand won't stop writing. Who are you, if you don't mind me asking? My name's Darth. Me? I'm called Pius. It's the name the monk gave me. I don't remember my real name, and I don't recall much about my past. Can you recall anything before coming to the monastery? Anything at all? No, not really. The last thing I remember was waking up here one stormy night. I was covered from head to toe in my own blood. I was bleeding from dozens of deep scratches and claw marks. I must have been attacked by wolves. There sure are enough of them around here. I owe the nameless one my life. If it weren't for him, I'd probably be dead. What do you mean your hand won't stop writing? Ah, sorry about that, but all this writing makes me tired. It doesn't matter though. I keep on writing whether I'm asleep or awake. It's this forsaken quill. It's cursed. The monk warned me, but I just wouldn't listen. It's probably not the first time my curiosity has got me into trouble. You're trying to tell me the quill is cursed? Ah! Look at me. Do you think I enjoy this? I'm telling you, I can't stop writing. There are many cursed things in this valley. The monk said it's Can's evil taint. He also told me that the quill once belonged to the Dark Lord's brother, Michael. Pius, isn't there a way to get rid of the quill? Maybe I can help you. Actually, there is a way, but that's also part of the curse. Every time I try to to tell someone how to help me, the words just won't come out. Ask? Is that what you were trying to say? Do you have to find a way to ask for help? Like I said, the curse will not let me say something that might help break its grasp. Can I just take the quill? The quill, will you give it to me? Yes, at last, I'm free! Freed from that quill's curse. How did you? No, never mind, I don't really care. Take the thing, though for the life of me I don't know why you would want it. I'm not going to write with it, mate. Well, I helped him out. I'm pretty sure that's part of the prophecy. 7 lost souls have favours to ask. 1 apiece, he shall be allowed to pass. Hound that haunts the night, claiming a purse of silver. So that's killing the werewolf. I think he's one of the lost souls I have to help. Alright, let's see, anything else in here? Nope. It'd be kind of nice if these were just nothing important, because they just... Oh! What have we here? Ceremonial Gothic Mace. Can do 50 points of damage. I think that's a better weapon than my... I think the pickaxe. I think it swings faster. Yeah, so if I do them at the same time, it's almost double the speed. So yeah, that's definitely the weapon I want to be swinging. And what have we here? Crystal Innate. What are you? The Crystal Innate. Man, this font's bloody hard to read. Certain warlocks and witches have found that the larger pieces of translucent blue chandelloni, shellstony, have hidden healing properties. If the rare pieces of this crystal are properly cut and needed attach enchantments cast, the crystal can be used to greatly increase the human body's healing abilities, though one must be cautious for the gem's power wanes with use, eventually becoming nothing more than a pretty bauble. Alright. I'll keep that. You do have a weight system. It's sort of... So I'm carrying 12.6 pounds. This is the... I can carry a maximum of 75. So I will want to dump some stuff. And I think dumping it in Kirill's house is going to be the best for remembering where it is. I think we're going down. Before I go down though, I might want to ask the monk his name. And then I'll go back down. You. Got some things to ask you. I see you've returned to the monastery. Have you come in search of the services I can offer? Or my brothers? How about the quill? Nope. Name. Nope. Blessing. Do I have anything you can bless? No. Alright, I didn't think he'd be able to do anything. But I had hoped. Maybe he could bless my mace, so I can hit people better with it. I almost wonder if this game was... because this is SSI. I almost wonder if this game was meant to be a Ravenloft game. But they lost the rights to Dungeons & Dragons. Or that just the Wizards of the Sword Coast weren't interested in it. So they turned it into their own... Oh, the door's locked. Damn it. So they turned it into their own, like, game. Because it's got a lot of similarities to Ravenloft. Like, Can and his story is very similar to the Baron of Barovia. Is he a Baron? Or is Lord von Zarkov? Well, Zarkov's not right. Don't know why I said that. My brain's muddled. But yeah, it clearly, like, there are similarities. And I wonder if that was their original intention, was to be like, hey... Do you want to, like, see this game? And they were like, no. Piss off. Alright, things to drop off. Go to this corner. Don't need that. Don't need that. As of yet. Obviously, I'm also limited... by space here, but bags and that can be stacked within each other to give yourself a lot more space. Let's see if these guys got anything more to say. Because obviously he has the wine glass, he has the chalice, but I need to get the wine. I heard that Edward had a mysterious package delivered to that gypsy fortune teller before the night of his murder. What's her name? Maria? Can't you just all give it a rest? I thought we weren't going to talk about him anymore. Aren't you interested in what might be in that package? No, I'm not. But if you're so interested, why don't you go to the gypsy camp and ask Maria about the package? If it was only Mary, we could say, not Mary, but, Marie. Then we could say it was, Sunny's wife, but it's Maria. I'm not that interested. The gypsy camp's all the way to the northeast, near Can's own castle. Seth, could you bring me another ale? And while you're at it, bring it round for Claudia and Julie too. So they're just going to talk about that again. Yeah, there we go. But now, we don't want to go here. I think we'll die if we go there. But now we can go to the gypsy camp at least. So they're the way... I think they open up most of the locations on the map for us. There's no way that way. So there's this guy here who does wood carving. And I believe one of these open up, or both. Hello, I'm Carmen. I'm a healer. Are you hurt? If so, I can tend to your wounds. Or is it something else that you want? I can make many different potions. I am hurt. I do have some wounds that need healing. I'm not very hurt, because I only lost like 10 hit points. So it's only my feet that have turned into skeletons. But when we killed the werewolf, you saw that large chunks of my body turned into skeleton. So that tells you how much you've been hurt. Just be quiet and relax. Trust me, when I'm done with you, you'll be good as new. A little drowsy, but as good as new. You won't even know you were hurt. Hey. There, all healed. She's quick, eh? Thanks, Carmen. What kind of potions are you talking about? That all depends on your needs. I make elixirs of healing for many of the villages. These take a long time to make, more time than I have at the moment, that is. But if you could find the correct ingredients, I might be able to make a potion that would cure the madness. So this is to cure Natalia. What exactly do you need to make this potion? It requires the use of 2 plant seeds of fennel. 2 plants, seeds of fennel and the leaves of betony. I also need to look at a lock of hair from the one who suffers, and a wide-bellied jar with a face painted on it. Odd stuff. With these, I'm fairly sure I can make the draft. Of course, I've never tried, because I can't find all the needed ingredients, so it should be like, I can't. Alright, so that's how we're going to cure the madness. Obviously, some of that is quite obvious. The lock of hair the little boy has, the fennel seeds are from the apothecary. You ask her about the betony, she might have some, or I might find it somewhere else. And the wide-bellied jars can be found in another location. Greetings, my name's Maria. Have you come to me for a fortune or foretelling? If so, it will cost you 1 silver coin. Yeah, might as well. A foretelling? You mean like tell the future? What the hey, it can't hurt. Give me your palm. Some of the animations in this game, they're very choppy, but they're quite good. They really pull you in. As I close my eyes, I see it is a dark and dank place, and I cannot see clearly, but I know you are here, there. You have a hammer in your hand, and your arm is rising and falling. Wait, there's something else. Nails. I see iron nails. That is all. Well. No, I don't want to waste another silver, lady. That hasn't really helped me all that much. Maybe this guy's going to know something more. How are you doing? My name's Carlos. My name's Darth. I'm kind of new around here. Say, what are you carving? You mean you can't tell? Oh well, I never claimed to be the greatest woodworker. I'm hoping that when I'm finished, the piece of wood here will be a flute. Really? It isn't that bad. I'm sure you're a very good woodworker. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll prove to you that I'm not all that bad. You find me a good piece of wood, a sturdy tree limb or something, and I'll carve you something special. Honestly, you don't have to prove anything. I insist. Besides, if you like what I make, you might become a regular customer. Next thing I know, you'll be wanting me to make all kinds of things. He's a clever guy. What do you mean by special? Well now, that all depends on the wood you bring me. Different woods can be made into different things. I have to see the wood for it to reveal its potential. Alright, so... I mean, we got our healing place at least, but we didn't really get any further on our quest. So I think we might have to go back to the inn and find another location by the looks of it. At least I don't have a massive migraine like I did last night at 10 o'clock. I was laying in bed shivering in pain. Okay, so nothing happened here. Okay. They're still talking about the package. So, I'm guessing going back to the gypsy camp. Right, you. No, I want to know about package. Edward's package? Ah, yes, I remember. I'd almost forgotten about that package. Edward was a strange man. He came to me many times for card readings and to discuss the occult. I don't think the man had many friends, so he came here to me as often as possible. I saw his death. When I told him, he didn't seem too surprised. The next day, he sent me this package. The day after, I had learned that he was murdered. There was only one thing in the package, a key. I don't know what it's used for, so you might as well have it. Alright, so I said bye. Bye! I definitely know where to use the key now. It's back in the village. It's in Edward's house. If you remember, there was a door that was locked. Actually, let's save the game. We might as well try. Going to castle. Because once we've saved, it's not going to hurt us. If I go to the castle, what happens? Can's Fortress. Ah, Spellingtons. Yes, Spellingtons. They're quite deadly, are Spellingtons. That door's locked as well. They're actually not too bad. I think I could even kill them with this. Yeah, this weapon can do damage to them. Though I'm not hitting, so it's probably not gonna work out. There we go, I killed one. I mean, this is even like a little dice system down here. So it's very clearly inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, come on, they're both ganging up on me again. There we go. Yeah. 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 It's not the most engaging combat system ever. There we go. I can push their bodies around. I didn't know that. Someone's dropped something up here. Ah, gatehouse key. Look at that animation! I mean, you know, it's probably a bad idea. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably a pretty bad idea to keep going. Oh, there's bats. There's bats are killing me. Oh, I'm being killed by bats. Oh, there's a spookums. There's a spookums. There's a spookums going to kill me. I wonder if I've actually picked the right door that leads all the way up to Can. No, it doesn't look like it. Can I have your sword? Give me the sword. No? Yeah. So this is just a... I don't want to go here yet. That's not going to work out for me. But, you know, you can rock up to the castle pretty early in the game and get in. You need the mace, I think, to be able to get in. Nothing else will work on the skeletons. I believe the mace might be one of the weapons you have to keep. Because it's one of the only weapons that will damage them. Well, only one that will damage skeletons. Alright, so we got... Alright, let me just... 3 more bloody coins. And I think I'm... Alright, I can fit 1 more coin in there. Wait. One more coin... I can fit 1 more coin in there. Get the match and the pipe out of there. And then I can fit 2 more coins. Right. Might put the key down the bottom. Pitchfork there, that there. And I can move the key back to there. So this place looks empty. Secrets revealed. I'd forgotten that it was a secret door. I just worked it out. Like, it seemed very obvious. Ah. And so begins the mazes of Veil of Darkness. Oh my god. I can even print these maps. What have I found here? I found a sack. A sack with a strength potion and a full elixir. Which I just stuck... I didn't want to stick that in there. Alright, well, you know, another sack's... That's a good item to have. We definitely need more items. More space. No, I just don't want to fight you. You're a waste of time. You're just going to damage me, and I don't get experience points. There's a path that way. Alright, we're going back. See you later, bats. I'm not even going to bother with you. One thing I learned from doing the Let's Play was, sometimes, just don't bother fighting things. Well, we found another dead end. And we're not even a sack. Come on, give me my sacks back. My bowl sacks. Well, in this case, my coin sacks, but you know. Go away, bats. Leave me alone. Don't want to get hurt. I just have to go back to the healer. I wonder if I was meant to go and buy nails and a hammer before I came down here. Because this is clearly a place of darkness. Not that you can hear the darkness, but you know. There's another way there, another way that way. A wooden door. The door is locked. Alright, so we're not going that way yet. For that way is locked. It's already been an hour and 40 minutes. Bloody hell. When you're having fun, sometimes things move really quick. Another dead end. And once again, no sack. Aha. Well, we found some more coins. And a pouch. And a wine cellar key. And a fine wine. Excellent. What's in the pouch? Nothing. Coins are going to be in the pouch. Nope. So you... There we go. Just put you in there as well. Oh, I can't. So we're starting to see one of the problems this game has. Lots of items. My backpack's starting to get full, but not quite. I don't think there's experience and levels in this game from killing things. Yeah. Now I wonder if drinking a strength potion increases your strength forever, or just for like a couple of minutes. No, I'm not going to tell you about how I broke into your house. You should lock your doors better, mate. That's all I'm going to tell you. So obviously we got the wine. So we can go back to the severed head and be like, hey, wine, give us the goblet. If you don't mind me asking, is that a bottle of Kirill's wine you have? How did you ever get your hands on... I mean, Kirill guards his wine collection like... Sorry, I don't mean to ramble. I'll tell you what. If you break open that bottle, we'll drink a toast. A toast from that fine gold goblet of mine. I'd like that, Seth. I'd like that a lot. That bottle of wine is the finest around, and the way Kirill hoards his wine collection, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Oh yeah, check out that animation. That's like a martini glass, not a wine glass. Especially not a red wine glass. Seth, this is going to tick you off, but I need to keep the goblet for a while. I promise I'll give it back later, but I need it for now. Fucking yoink. Wait 1 minute, what do you mean you need my goblet? Give it back now! Sorry, Seth, but I have to keep it. I'll bring it back after I'm done with it, I promise. What? We're bloody assholes. I'm telling you, you won't find a better silversmith than Erasmus. His shop is in the village to the northeast of here. Jasha, could you play us something new? Something we haven't heard before? Why, of course, Julia. Something new, eh? I know where his shop is. I've been to the other village before to see the magistrate. And I don't doubt Erasmus' skill. All I said is that I'm not sure I can spare the silver pieces to have what I want made. Would you two quit bickering and drink? While you're at it, why don't you buy me another ale, Georgie? Oh, no, you don't. It's Claudia's turn. I bought the last round. He did. Alright, so... we have the goblet now. By nicking it. Like, we're really arseholes. We just nicked it. I'm surprised he didn't jump the counter and beat the crap out of us. Or tell the other guys in there to beat the crap out of us. You know, we kind of deserved it. Oh, dead wolves. I'll push you around. Keep you warm. Put you together. Dead wolves all belong together. I think you'll find that all dead wolves go to heaven. There we go. They'll keep each other warm now. It's my dead wolf pile. So I'm gonna help this guy. But I don't wanna screw it up. But we're definitely gonna help this guy. Gonna help him. Can I talk to him? Ben, do you want to know? Alright, we're going to help him a lot. Let's just put this in that hand and match in that hand. Yeah, we like that match. Ooh, look, we're lighting our oil lantern. Lovely little animation for that. Hey, wait, what? What are you doing? I'm gonna burn! Please don't do this! I'm gonna burn! No! So he can feel this, by the way. Remember, he could feel the spiders on his, like, on the outside. And we just set him on fire. I guarantee you he felt that. You want to put the ashes in... No. Well, we're supposed to put the ashes in there, but... I guess just having them will be enough when we go to, I don't think we need a burned match. Can you go in there? Dump a burned match later. Oh, let's go to the monastery. I think you'll find that that guy was made out of old wood, old forest wood, and the greens are going to be very angry about what we just did. And we didn't even replant. We're the worst. Alright, so we need services, blah 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 blah. Resurrect, please. Blah 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 blah. Perform. By the light, you've actually found the cup of life, and I see you've got someone's ashes as well. How did we get them? You won't ask. If you don't mind, I'll take the cup, silver coins and ashes. I'll begin to perform the ritual immediately. Yes, he's alive. I have brought a man back from the dead. One who has retained his soul, unlike the flesh-eating dead ones. I don't think he's going to be happy. What the? I'm alive! I can't believe this! I'm alive and back in my own body! Bet you're happy about it, right? Sorry about what I did, but there was no other choice. Now, where is my plane? Come on, mate. You know, come on. What makes you think I'm going to tell you anything? I'm sure you could have found another way. You have no idea how painful it was to burn. I'll tell you what I should do. You should tell me where my plane is, you ungrateful... We set this guy on fire, and now we're angry at him for being upset. I'll gladly tell you where your plane is. The dead ones took it to the swamp. Yes, the swamp, and I hope they cast it into the quagmire. If they did, you'll never see your plane again. I'm leaving. May the Dark One take your soul. You know, dude, calm down. It wasn't that fucking bad. You again! Out! Get out of here now! I'll have nothing to do with the likes of you! Can I have the goblet back? I need to give it back to the guy who owns it. Chalice? Goblet? Looks like that's a no. Oh, actually, I might have typed cup. Or cup of life. Thank you for performing the ritual, but I must ask for you to give back the cup. Fool, the cup of life belongs here. In the monastery. Why would I yield something that belongs to the Brotherhood? You'll yield... Give me back the cup because it's no longer yours and it isn't mine to give. I like he gets like, he's like, you'll yield... Wait, what? I'm not going to use your words. I think not. I told you about the cup. You know it belonged to the Brotherhood. You should not have brought it here if you didn't have the power to give it up. What? What did you say? Oh, excuse me. Sorry for my raving, but you must understand the situation. My fellow brothers have told me they will return the cup in return for a donation of another 3 silver pieces. Are you sure, brothers? Alright, I will give it to him. Here, take the cup. It is yours. He almost pulled our trick of like, yoink, that's mine now. But, his, brothers convinced him to hand it back over. So there's the swamp. How we didn't notice that while we were walking backwards and forwards, I don't know. Let's go give the goblet back to the tavern keeper, though. I feel bad. I feel really bad about just stealing it and walking away. I can't remember if the nameless one is mad or if they're actually there for him. I think that he can actually see them. That there are the ghosts of the dead brothers around him. I think we find out his name later on and a bit of his backstory. He's one of the... Like, a lot of the people in this town are cursed. In this valley. Seth, here's your goblet. I'm sorry I took it, but I had to. You've got to believe me, I would never have taken it unless I had a good reason. I really didn't think you would bring it back, Darth. Good reason or not, I'm still angry, but I'll get over it. I mean, to be fair, you know, I'm fully on this guy's side, Seth's side. We nicked his, like, precious item. We were like, yeah, we're taking that. And he could have, like, you know, jumped the counter and beaten us up, but he didn't, so... And I'd be a lot more than just angry. The swamp. Can I fall down the hole? No. But there is a cutlass. Or a machete. I'll need that. And there's a gun! I don't think we can use the gun though. What does this do? Can do 60 damage points, so we're switching these around. And we'll be putting the pitchfork down somewhere else. Got a rope. Alright, nothing else to take here. So our plane is now in the swamp. So it's not going to be much use to us anymore. There's not much you can do with a, you know, a sunken plane. We're not Yoda. I've got a knapsack. Can I wear the knapsack? No, I can just hold it, apparently. Pistol, pitchfork. Oh, pitchfork's not going to fit. Alright. Rope, that, pipe, that, and that. Right, lots of good stuff hidden away in there now. Looks like he's walking home, that's right. Oh, we got our lighter back. He's just going to climb over the Carpathian Mountains. I'm sure that's pretty easy to do. Actually, I think we need the rope. I shouldn't have put that away. Rope. So this one's going to be my, like, important items bag. Should put that in there. Rope to the tree. Put rope in my hands. There we go. Right. Now we have a path down. Which I only know to do because of my last Let's Play. And stumbling around. I think I might have looked in the walkthrough to find out how to do that, actually. Because I did use a walkthrough, because this game is quite complex. Alright, so they're about the same time. Actually, the mace is a little bit faster. And down here you'll find another maze. No, I might not start doing this one. He must free a man cursed for curiosity's sake. So that's gone. I don't think Hannibal crossed the Carpathians because they're in Eastern Europe. He crossed the Alps with his elephants. Wait, can I get back out from here? Yeah. It's a common puzzle, climbing, putting a rope on a tree and going down. It's not too hard to work out. And the rope is in this area, and there is a big hole and a branch and all that, but I can be a bit dumb sometimes. Well, there's no music down here. Well, that's weird. You want to go, Bat? Chop, chop, Bat. Chop. Yeah. Bam, bam. Yeah. Alright, so there's quite a few ways out of this one. Alright, let's go. Let's start by going right. Another bat. It'll probably want to fight in a second. Nope. It's going to just keep flying away. Bam! Take that, bat. Chop. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, bat. What are these things? Mushrooms. Do I have a bag with a lot of room? Yes, this bag. Mushrooms are going in this bag. So there's quite a few of them. It's really weird. All the music's gone away down here. Oh. Oh, wait, bat. Stop trying to fight me. I've taken damage, right? I've taken 3 damage. So, yeah, that's why my skeleton's not showing. Alright, so we went right. So let's go left. I was going to say it's a dead end with no sack in it, but I was wrong. Oh, critical hit that bat. You remember though, this isn't technically an adventure game. This is a role-playing game. Though I suppose it's some sort of weird hybrid between the two. It's an action role-playing game with no experience. It's all based around items. How much damage you do. And it's only really an adventure game because it's sort of, you know, puzzle solving and that, which can be in a role-playing game anyway. So it's hard to pigeonhole this one. It's clearly a mixture of the two. Man, I'm glad you liked the burning the man alive, because that's one of my favourite scenes in this game. Is you're just like, yeah, you know, I need to... I mean, there's a lot of mushrooms down here. I don't think I need that many of them. I can always come back for mushrooms anyway. That's a very clever puzzle. Like, you know, you've got to work out, how am I going to get this man? I need ashes. And you're like, well, I can burn him alive. And I love the game doesn't treat that as, like, a normal thing to do. Like, the game's like, that's insane, you're insane for doing it, and you're insane for thinking he's going to be happy about it. I mean, this game even does the whole, you bust in someone's door and he's like, oi, what are you doing? Piss off. This is my house. Oh, that's a bunch more coins. I'll put them in there. Because I need sacks for mushrooms. No, I'm not going to go pick all the mushrooms up, but extra sacks make me feel so good. Oh, another dead end. So there's only one more door left. Can I pick up the body? Aw. Sorry, buddy. You're going to have to stay down here. I could take you back for a burial at the monastery, but nah. Bye. Well, that's 2 hours, so I'm going to finish the stream soon. But, maybe I'll finish exploring this catacombs first. Bam, bam. Get out of here. Get out of here, bats. Yeah. Oh, is that it? We've done it all? Right. The sinkhole caverns are done. Mushrooms is what I found here. I don't know what to do with mushrooms. They might just be something to sell to the apothecary. And I got another sack, but I didn't get any more items, like, tied to it. Killed a lot of bats, though. And that's important to me, killing bats. There's all the bloody sound gone. Oh, there it is. I just had to reload a new scene. I did get hurt stabbing those bats, so let's go visit Maria. Wait, sorry, no, Carmen. Maria's the other one. I am hurt. Please heal me. I do have some wounds that need healing. Just be quiet and relax. Trust me, when I'm done with you, you'll be good as new. A little drowsy, but as good as new. You won't even know you were hurt. There, all healed, baby. Thanks, Carmen. Aw. Alright. Save our game. End of stream. That's a good good save point. And that'll be the end of the Veil of Darkness stream. Next stream is going to be more Codename Iceman. Because I'm pretty close to the end of that. I'm pretty sure I'm like 2/3 done. And the rest of it's just like, it's no more sub stuff left. There's some more action sequences, but we're going to be done with the game pretty soon. So I'm hoping to get that one done on the next stream. I'm already 4 hours in, so hopefully I can get it done by 6 hours. We'll walk through. So I'll see you all then. If you can say Carmen Potatoes, so I know you've heard my see you laters. And also slap a like on it. Slap a like on this video. And you should have heard it by now, I'm pretty sure. Where in time is Carmen?